time to do the fronts on these drawers. I've decided I'm going to go ahead with a little overlap. I think that'll look nice. And we're also going to do finishing and painting on these cabinets. I think it'll look real nice when we're done. Let's get started.
We start out by measuring for the drawer fronts. They always say measure twice, cut once, but no one seems to mention writing it down. Might help if you have a brain like mine. I use the table saw to rip most of these down to size. For the smaller pieces, it definitely makes sense. It's more manageable and not quite as difficult as trying to run a track saw across them. Cloud came out to supervise and say hi. He's a good boy as always. Of course I didn't have enough scraps to do all of the fronts, so I'm breaking out the track saw for this one. I then use my miter saw to cut the pieces down to the length I need them. Now, of course, you gotta prep a surface for painting. I use a pencil to give myself a mark, then I sand all over that mark, and once it disappears, I know I'm done. You don't want to forget the edges. Speaking of edges, plywood tends to have some voids, unless you buy the really expensive stuff. So I'm using a bit of this wood putty to fill those in and just make them look a little nicer. Now we gotta prep the cabinets themselves. Did a little bit of something you're not supposed to do. I didn't quite match up the faces perfectly, so I sanded them back to make them flush. Now it's time for paint. You can use blue tape like this to pull off any fuzzies on a new roller. Helps keep them out of your paint job. I ended up doing 2 coats, though I didn't show them both. I didn't have any painter's pyramids, so I tried laying them out on some scrap here. It worked alright. have a 3D printer. Figured I might as well make some painting pyramids. I left a little patch unpainted. I just marked which drawer front goes with which drawer. For a final coat, a roller brush is nice. It gives it a nice finish. I'm using painter's tape to mark the spacing around each drawer opening. I use a clamp to temporarily hold it in place, pre-drill and drive in the screws. One down, 11 to go.
You should try it. I knew it's fuzzy, but it's not for you.
Cloud saw my microphone windsock. It's all fuzzy, and he thought it was a toy. He really wanted to play with it. Is the squirrel up there? Is there a squirrel up there? Yeah, I don't know where it went. Out of all the other videos you could have watched, thanks for spending your time with me. Until next time, be well.